Okay, and hello, welcome to the stream for tonight. I better update my stream to what I'm actually going to do. In anticipation of the KCD2 trailer being released, we're going to start a new playthrough of Kingdom Come. And we'll update that. Okay, so that should be updated. Let's just see here. Okay, looks good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start the game up. Now, the KCD2 trailer just dropped recently. And I figured what I might try to do this time... By the way, I've got like 78% of these achievements. I wouldn't mind getting a few more of these. Gotta get more headshots. Addicted to alcohol would be fun. Okay, anyway. So, I've done regular mode. I've done the sort of typical hardcore mode. But I think this time I'm gonna go for the full hardcore. I really, really do love this game. It is probably my favorite RPG of all time, if not favorite game of all time. I think it is amazing. I know some people had criticisms of some bugs that existed in the game at one point, but generally speaking,
Charles IV,
I don't
King
think
of
they're a big
Bohemia,
deal. Let's listen to
Holy
this.
Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Okay, so we have the opening sequence, which, by the way, with KCD2 announced, pretty excited to, let me just, real quick, just update my dashboard here. I had to update on Twitch so it would have the right game. And let's just do the same for YouTube. So the problem is when I update my thing on Restream, it doesn't always accurately reflect on Twitch. So, okay. So I think we're good there. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a new game. Play line 4. I guess I'll do. How many did you get? 7? Okay, interesting. Do hardcore mode. And there's an achievement where if you do all of the negative perks, you get an achievement. And I'm pretty good at this game. Not perfect, of course, but I figured, oh, we're not even, hang on, let me just fix the screen here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I have to, sometimes I have to, like, load and unload the screen a little bit when I switch back and forth. OTB, or OBS, sorry, is a little bit temperamental. Okay, so let me just briefly go over this. So I can have nightmares sometimes with lowered stats for a while. Can't really wear a visor down helmet without having a attack penalty. Bleeding is worse. Makes me get experience slower. I regenerate stamina more slowly. Have a little issue with archery and pickpocketing with the shakes. Tapeworm makes me get hungry faster. Somnambulant makes me sleepwalk. And finally, brittle bones makes me vulnerable to more injuries. So we're going to go ahead and go with all of those. And in order to get hardcore, you just need to do 2. We're going to go with all of them. Now this will make it real difficult, especially in the beginning of the game. But let's see how it goes. Starting to turn. All right. I love this intro. It's so good. So beautiful. This is such a gorgeous game. It's just stunningly beautiful. Very realistic. Very historically accurate, generally speaking. There's a lot of YouTube videos about that if you're really curious. Okay.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher. Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always interesting to me when they do English accents for medieval fantasy, which I don't mind. I think that's fine.
Henry!
But they
Get
choose
up
weird
now.
ones sometimes.
There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabag.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him.
See, this is
Now
a
get
little.
up quick. Your breakfast is on the table.
I want to say
Wait,
like
what's this?
Newcastle kind of.
Have
I
you
don't. I
been-
don't know. I'm not so good with English
Oh,
accents, but it's not a
Henry.
like London accent.
How many times have I told you
It's
about
kind of
fighting?
almost got a little bit of a
Nothing.
Scottish vibe to it, which is why I think it's
It's
northern.
just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You better
Or
pray
that
your
it
father
kind of
doesn't
popped
get
me.
to hear of it.
Anyway,
You know how he feels about it.
Don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
okay. So we'll take control of the character now. Well, once it loads. Incidentally, Kingdom Come 2 is said to only have, well, one, I mean, I assume you have to load into the game or whatever, but it's going to have one transition loading time, which is only when you travel between the two game maps in that particular game.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Okay. So, first choice. Speech, agility, vitality, or strength. And I think I'm gonna go with speech.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Okay, well, let's stick with the speech.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, man.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't. They shouldn't be hard to find.
That's unfair.
Really?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing up.
At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain. But he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Okay, so that exhausts the dialogue there. Get a good intro to some backstory here. Got a couple of crazy friends. Got a dad that needs help with the blacksmith. Let's go. We're gonna be picking up as much as possible. Now, one thing about hardcore mode is that the map is less clear about certain things. We do know that we live here. I mean, we don't know that. I know that. It was a medieval style rendering of the countryside surrounding my hometown. So I'm just gathering up this stuff real quick. And with my recording, I'm noticing just a little bit of lag. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down. Let's see if that does anything. Just drop the view distance a hair. And here's my home chest. And we're going to take all of that. And let's see here. Can I move that? No. I'm a little rusty. I haven't played this game in a while. I'm not used to the field of view, such as it is. Okay, let's get those onions. We don't need all 15 of those. But I can sell this stuff right away. And I do plan to do that. Since it's my family's stuff, yeah, we need a lockpick to get in there. But since it's my family's stuff, I don't have any risk of, you know, being caught or whatever. Can I change my field of view? Color distance, object distance. Vegetation drive distance. Confirm that. Okay, and then go back to this one. I think I'm just gonna have to keep as is. Okay. I think probably what I need to do is I probably just need to get used to it. Maybe get my head back away from the computer a little bit. So hopefully the microphone is close enough you can hear me. I know pretty much all that stuff. And we'll go through this together. So we're just kind of exploring outside here. Go ahead and eat from the pot, gives you like a little bit of free food. And if you drop into the pot, I mean,
Could do with a bite to eat.
let's cook a carrot, I guess. Well, whatever. We can just go ahead and push I to open inventory, and then if we just hold E, we can eat a bunch of these. And let's see where our hunger is. Nourishment is at 54. And we've got that perk with the, did it say tapeworm or whatever it was? Makes me not get as nourished as quickly, so I eat quite a bit to get full nourishment. But there we go. 96 is pretty good. Okay, nothing to do here. But let's go talk to our father real quick.
What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me calling?
Okay, so we have this option here. We have basically persuasion, prestige, and intimidation. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but persuasion with the mouth, prestige with the crown, intimidation with the swords. So I'm going to go with my persuasion since
Sorry,
that's what I've been
Had to go
leveling up
deal
so
with
far.
something.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir
I like how you get
Ransom.
reputation
I need your
for not pissing off your dad.
help. I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Goodness, that drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay. Watch him bang this a little bit if you want. Alright, so one of the things we're tasked with is going up to the castle and getting your crossguard. Now we can pick herbs along the way, and you should do this. It's a good skill to level up right away. It may seem slow at first, but we can sell these too. And unlike everything else in this early part of the game, I think you do get to keep your money. I could be wrong. So you do want to sell as many herbs as possible. And the sage in particular sells for a decent amount. And you do get better at this as you go along. You get upgrades to your skill, which allows you to pick up more at a time. So there we go. So let's go ahead and get a player. We have some perks that we can assign. So we have these negatives, but then we can start picking up positive traits. And we have one already in the main level. Now, if I push Q, we can learn more about this. It says, so aesthetic kind of delays the effects of being hungry. Manly odor. When dirty, we have 50 charisma, but it reduces the stealth. So if we want to go without stealth this game, we could do that. Night Rider, stamina generates faster at night, less good at day. The worse the bed, the better you sleep, and vice versa. So I think I'm going to get that because I feel like I'm going to be sleeping in a lot of not great beds. Herbalism, let's see. We don't have enough points there to pick a perk yet. In fact, we don't have any perks, any of that. I will say that. Oh, here we go. Okay, we have. Well, We're getting there on speech, I guess, but nothing else. Okay. So just seeing if there's any more herbs we can pick here. It doesn't look like it. I think we got all of them in this little patch. So we'll move on from there and press shift to run. Let's talk to these guys.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Okay.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get...
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work.
Okay, so we've accomplished one of our 3 tasks. And you can explore this area too if you want. There's some herbs there. Now I think we automatically increase the size of our collection area over time. In other words, I don't think we have to spend a perk to do that. I could be wrong, of course. Seems to be stuck here. There we go. Okay, we don't have that. It's not giving me neighboring herbs quite yet. So we'll have to see if we can increase our skill to that point. Incidentally, we also have a carry capacity. We're at 28 out of 70, so very early on in the game it's not a problem. Comes a problem just a little bit later when we start getting armor. But there's perks that allow you to carry more. We'll definitely be investing in those. Okay. So we've just about got all the herbs over here. The game's soundtrack is amazing as well. I could listen to this soundtrack all day. In fact, sometimes in the summer I do. I just wake up and if I'm sleepy still, I'll put the soundtrack on and sleep a little bit longer. Very, very beautiful. I would recommend. Would recommend. Okay, so now we can get really in the weeds, literally, with herb harvesting. We're definitely trying to loot things. Nothing to loot in there. But let's get just a little bit more level in herb collecting. Herbalism, because there we go. Let's see if this gets me more than one. I think that one did. Nobody cares that I'm picking dandelions, just FYI. That's a guard. Yeah, so watch this. I picked that one on the right, and I also got the one on the left. Do you see that? So this will increase the speed at which I gather herbs generally. And that radius will continue to grow. Pretty substantially, actually. I mean, there'll be a time in this game where I'd get this entire patch pretty much in 1 or 2 collection actions. But I don't mind, you know, it cuts it in half, basically, at this early stage. In other words, I get 2 for 1s in my current harvest speed. The blue things are not harvestable. Okay. So that is that. So it looks like there's maybe a few more down here. And we do need to train with the swordsman too. So we need to get the axe and nails from the guy, or money and payment from it. And then we need to get charcoal. We need to train with the swordsman. We need to get ale for my father. Now, of course, these skills that we learn in this village will also come with us. I mentioned the money coming with us. What I mean is that this is a prologue, so it's going to be a point in the game where we can't move forward without moving out of this place, basically. And you can only basically bring a handful of items, and more or less you get what you have on you plus, well, that's it. So in a way, making all of your assets fungible by making it money is a really good move. And we are going to go over here and fight this trainer guy. But first, I'm just going to get a little bit more. Oh, there we go, another level there. A little bit more of this sage. This sage sells really well. So if you're going to do the herbalism trick here in the beginning of the game, I recommend at the very least doing the sage wherever you find it, because I think it sells for 3 times as much as the regular herbs. And there's a decent amount. As you can see, we've got over 5 pounds of herbs now that we can sell, every last one of them. We're not ready to do alchemy yet, so it's not necessary to keep any of these. None of these are rare enough to warrant keeping anyway. So we're definitely going to sell every single herb and get our assets as fungible as possible and as lightweight as possible. And in addition to, of course, getting the materials themselves, which sell, we're increasing our herbalism level, which allows us to benefit from herbs later in the game. You get certain charisma bonuses, you get, I think your horse is more confident, I think you get better prices maybe, or I don't remember. Maybe you get extra amounts, you certainly gather them faster, that's the main thing. But that's not even a perk, that's just a natural passive effect. And we're getting the cow mooing, which is beautiful. And so, you know, stereotypically medieval farm village kind of. I mean, if you're like me, you're probably playing a lot of medieval games right now. You got your medieval dynasty, you got your manor lords, etc. And so this game is really just the best RPG first-person style medieval game right now. I'm sorry, those are sheep, not cows. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Now our mother, not so subtly accused us of basically lying and training with this swordsman guy. And so we're going to go ahead and you know, facilitate that lie by training with the swordsman. So let's I think that's going to be another radius level up. Curious to test if I am going to get farther herbs now from a collection point. So let's test that out in a cluster here. So if I get this one, will I get both the other ones? Yeah, I got 3 for 1 there, so that's really good. So that's basically, you know, as a sort of minimum, I'd recommend, let's see if I get 4 here. Yeah, I did get 4 on that one. So basically I'm getting any herb that's within just, a couple feet of the original collection. I'll probably get that second one there. Yep, totally. Okay. There's plenty more sage, but we're going to do the fight first. I might get the sage on the way out. Okay. And here's the combat arena. And so, just as sort of tip, push M, go back to the map. You do start to find little things on the map. So we've basically done this area and most of this area. We've got a little bit of sage left over here. But we found the combat arena. But nobody's here, okay. So, I guess we'll have to come back. Chamomile here. This is another type of herb. We're gonna be decently wealthy, I think, from selling all these herbs. I mean, this is one very practical way to get a really quick and easy boost in the beginning of the game here. By the way, the radius collection thing only applies to the same exact herb that you initially click on. It doesn't apply to all herbs, for example. So you're going to have to harvest this sage and dandelion separately. And got nettles. Okay, very good. Also a character from Fire and Blood, the George R. R. Martin book. More nettles. Got those. Nettles are used in healing potions in this game, so they're fairly important. But again, they're ubiquitous. We don't need them. I don't remember what everything is used for exactly, but we'll get into alchemy later. There's quite a few skills to learn in this game. I'm excited for the next one to see what... apparently they're adding a blacksmithing system to that one, so that should be fun. These up? No. Yeah, but I definitely want all this sage. I mean, that's just a given. And I will just say, as a former music major, I absolutely love the soundtrack in this game. And here we're hearing the tavern song kind of in a subtle background music form. And I'll just say on that, hold on. Gotta open my chat window. Okay, there we go. As far as the music goes, essentially, so that song, the tavern song, and much of the other music in this game is fairly authentic to the time. I mean, I think they take a few liberties. Obviously, the soundtrack itself is way more modern than the time, but it kind of fits. You know, it's like a cinematic soundtrack that's using all of the tools of the modern orchestra to create a vibe, an epic vibe. Okay, so we do get a perk now, finally, in herbalism. Okay, we can get flower power. So, fragrant herbs give you a +2 charisma bonus, or horsenip. So I'm going to do with flower power for now, because that will actually help us right now by giving us a bit of charisma bonus, which we can use in the early game. And don't worry, I mean, although there are other herbs in this village, we're just going to limit ourselves to mostly just this sage at this point. Okay. I'm not sure, maybe our radius increased even further. There's a butterfly back there. that our radius is quite decent now. Yeah, but the sage, like I said, just sells for more, so I'm gonna prioritize that above all else in terms of herb collection. And this will probably be the only time in the game where I like spam a skill like this just to get it rolling. And you gotta appreciate a game that somebody painstakingly put all these in here. You know, and if they can painstakingly put these in here, I can painstakingly take them out. We're gonna have so much money from this. I mean, not a crazy life-changing amount, but pretty damn good amount of money. Probably get at least one more level of herbalism before we're done. We're just about done. And of course, improving any particular skill, I think, adds to your overall level. So you get main level upgrades as well from doing these sub-level perk things. Okay, so then let's see. There's about 5 or 10 more left here. Now this is a little bit contrary to the story we were given. So one thing about medieval music generally is that you get a lot of a couple things. First of all, you get mixolydian, or flat sevens, I should say. It's almost not even mixolydian, but it is. And what that means is that you don't have something called a leading tone. You have a sort of natural, less precise sounding ending to songs. I would hum it, but it's kind of hard to explain. The point is that, and then you get these parallel fifths happening, because I hadn't developed the rules of voice leading yet. And so, long story short is you basically have a little bit more parallels going on. The music is a little bit more, less contrapuntal in some ways. And that means you have these like sort of Gregorian chant sounding parallels that happen, where somebody's singing one note and the person's singing another note, and they're a fifth apart, and they just stay the same distance apart when they move around. That became a no-no later in music, but in early music it was ubiquitous. Alright, we're very near done with this field. About 5 more left here. And we may get a couple doubles like that one. This one will be a quadruple. I saw one down here, so there it is. Oh, there's some mint. I didn't know that was back there. That's nice. Huh. Alright. Unfortunately, there's no way to apply these herbs to alchemy in the prologue to the game here. Okay, but that pretty much takes care of the field. So we'll move on finally, and I appreciate everybody's patience, but this is a good thing to do. It helps level you. It helps get you used to the game. It gives you money, which you can use to buy shit, which is nice. Or you just start building up even at this early stage. Alright, here we are in the town. This is Skalitz. Here's the charcoal burner. We don't have yet enough money to buy that from him, but we will soon. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Okay.
Yes?
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold.
I like how Henry's idea of secretly learning how to sword fight involves simply going to the field right behind his house. That's Henry's house. That's where the fighting is happening. A little unrealistic there.
Greetings.
Alright, so let me see if I can... Because I need to buy charcoal. And it costs 0.7. I have 0. But I can start selling this shit. So, as you can see, the sage is worth more than the others. And so... I might keep it just a little bit on me. But I've got 46 bucks worth of... Okay, so I can get 18... I can get all 20 if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go ahead and buy... I think you only need one, but... Okay, so I'll get all of his wealth. Okay, let's close the... Actually, we can haggle. That's a good way to raise your...
the price.
Your, speech skill. So I'm just gonna bump this up a little bit. See if I can get all 20.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
So I think we do get a little bit of speech on that. I guess I have to buy 10. Now this is definitely not the way you're supposed to do things. Quote unquote. Let's see. Our boiled carrots are rotting quickest. The bread sells for the most, okay. And let's get rid of these dandelions. So 1, and that'll be 2. Okay, so now we've got our charcoal. Random villagers all around. And here's a gambler. Let's talk to this guy. This is a fun activity to get into. I'd highly recommend. So we're gonna play dice with him. This is a fun little mini game in the game, sort of like Ghent in The Witcher. Play for 14. We're gonna bet 14. I think I have 20. So I'm betting 14 bucks.
You won't get the better of me.
On this. Okay, so the goal is to score points. There's a few ways. 6, 5, 4, 3. We need I think we need a run of 5, so we can't really do anything with that. You can score on a 1, that'll give you 100, or a 5, that'll give you 50. You can do 3 of a kind. So I'm gonna hold the 1 and roll again.
Come, people, come!
1, 1, 2, 2, 5. So I guess I'm gonna hold the 1 and roll again, even though I could have kept a little bit more there, but kind of gambling a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do those and pass. So I got 300 that turn. Ooh, I think he got a couple ones. Or no, just one. He's
This'll
kind of
be
doing
the
the same strategy as me.
Fabric, red,
A couple ones there.
come.
Okay, he's gonna pass as well.
Hmm.
Or no, he's gonna keep going. Dangerous, but it paid off for him. He's gonna have 450.
We'll see.
Oh, he's doing it again. This is very dangerous.
I shouldn't
He
have
busted,
pushed
so
it.
he loses every point he just made.
Lace, linen,
Okay, so we can do 6,
come right
6,
up
and 6 for 600. And I will score and pass that. So we're out to a 900 point lead. We need to get to 4,000. Alright, he got the same score as me.
No point in pushing it.
red, long and strong.
Go ahead and take 100 and roll again. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, I'm gonna take 100 and roll again. This is a little bit dangerous. I only like to roll with like 4 dice.
it's not so
Okay, and I
bad
did
after
bust.
all.
Okay, that's part of the game. It was a reasonable strategy on my end. It just didn't pan out.
That's it. This'll be the one.
I'm probably just gonna take those 2 ones and be done.
That'll do me.
Okay, he's taking the slight lead. Okay, so this is great because I get to do a run of 5 for 750. It's the upper 5.
Red, long and strong.
I think the lower 5 is only 500, but and then I get to score and roll again. 'Cause then I get to get all my dice back in my hand.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
So this is where the points really rack up. And I'm just gonna take 666 and 5. That'll be another 650. I'm gonna score that and pass. So that's a really good round. I'm over halfway there at 2400. He's gonna have to really catch up. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so he doesn't have anything great there.
Rags,
Nothing great there.
That's it.
you'll find it all here. Kettles for water.
3, 4. Yeah, he's really struggling here. Ooh, okay, I would just take the 500 and score that.
Should I? Shouldn't
Kinda
I? No, I
Play
don't.
conservative. Okay, so let's see what we get. 6, 4, 4, 4, 1. You take an easy 500 here. I think I will. Kind of conservative as well. 6, 6. Ooh, he's gonna get double 600, so that's 1200.
That's all.
So that was a really good round for him. Okay, 1, 1, 5, 5, 4. So I could get 300 right there,
Come, people,
but I think I'm gonna try for a little bit more by rolling again. 4, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna roll one more time.
Not
here.
afraid of anything,
It's
eh?
this is starting to get risky again.
Hardly worth
Yeah,
talking
we
about.
busted. There it is. Okay, he might take the lead this round. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it.
The most dangerous dice roll from an oppositional standpoint is the first one, because that's the one that's very, very unlikely to bust, almost impossible, and it has the most potential to get, like, okay, he's going to score 400 there and roll again, so this is what scares me. So he could win the whole thing in this round. So he's got 400 more there.
No point in pushing it.
Okay, so basically I have to win. This is not good. He's suddenly taking a very commanding position here. I could get 350 there. Damn. Draw again. I probably should take him to 350.
Not afraid
roll
of
again.
anything, eh?
Ended up with 350 anyway. I guess I'm gonna see the chances of that one remaining dice being a 1 or a 6 is see, it's 33%. This is not with me, so I'm gonna go ahead and score that. I'm just gonna hope he busts or doesn't get the 350 he needs. He's probably gonna win though, but I just have to keep it competitive.
That's it.
Rags, fabric, brocade, satin. You'll find
Oh, there it
it all
is.
here.
He just won basically.
Ha ha!
Yep, he won, but I gained reputation, so. And you can play him again.
I've got a bit of coin today.
Take care.
Rakes, spades, forks and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
Okay, he'll only buy clothes.
Read it.
Okay, this one will buy stuff. He's got 20 bucks. So that's 9, 12, 15, 18, 23, 6, 9, 19, 2, 19, 5, 19, 8. Okay. Do I want anything he's got? I wouldn't mind some of this stuff, but I don't think it's worth buying right now. So we go ahead and check basket, haggle, see if I can get him up to
I'd
20.
like to discuss the.
Mixed goods and implements.
I'll go for that.
Come on up and
Okay.
buy.
And let's see if this guy will sell or will buy my stuff.
God.
He has 80. So I'm gonna sell all but like 3 of everything or 2 or something. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that, and actually let's sell some of that food too. Sell all my onions, sell all my carrots, sell my boiled carrots, the rolled cheese, and that's it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and haggle, and I'll see if I can get him up to
I'd
like
like to
25.
discuss the pro.
Aye. Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
Okay, so we're working on our speech skill there.
All you
And we've
need to
just
tame Mother
made
Nature.
quite a
Come,
bit of
people,
money.
come.
That's the price menu, the item menu. We've got 50 bucks now. So, what do you say we play another game of Farkle?
I feel a lucky throw.
Okay, so I'll go for more this time. Maybe recklessly.
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Going first itself is a pretty decent advantage in this. Alright, so let's take the 600 and start the game with that. So he's got 300, 450, so decent.
No point in pushing it.
I probably would have kept that too.
Laces. Come, people, come.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Damn, we almost had a 6. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the other 5 again. Roll the
come
4.
on. It's time I had a throw.
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful
I think I'm gonna see each of those dice has a 1/3 chance, and I don't know the statistics in my head, but I think it's just slightly over 50% that I'm gonna get
Come on. It's time I had
something.
a throw.
And I did, but I think the odds are against me now, or at least not worth pursuing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. He almost had a run of 6 too.
It's a bit of one.
Yeah, he's got a couple ones there. Okay, he's gonna go conservative and take 300. Oh no, he's gonna try for another. Okay, he's probably gonna hang on to that. So close game so far. Okay, this is good. 3 ones is 1,000, and I'm gonna take the extra 50 there too, and pass that. Oh, did he get the same? Oh, he got double that. He got 2,000. That sucks.
Your turn.
That sucks so hard. Damn. Not good enough. I'm gonna have to try one for a little bit more here. Sweet, we can get another toss of 6.
If I was in your
this is good.
shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Okay, we're gonna get 500. Okay, that's good. That's so we'll go ahead and score and pass that. Okay, so we've taken a slight lead again, but just barely. By 200, he's got 700, so
Finished.
I'm gonna have to really come up with some goods here. Okay, that's not bad. It's 450. I'm gonna play conservative. I don't think I could have won realistically that round. It's always good when he loses his 6th die like that.
I shouldn't have
Oh, he
pushed it.
busted. That's brilliant. Okay, I basically have to win this round, and I just did. Okay, there's no sense in pushing it, so we'll go ahead and take our victory.
How in
Okay,
the name
so
of all that's
we're up a
right?
net 7. So pretty good.
Come, people, come!
Let's go over here.
You can't be serious. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts, traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such
What's going on here?
wasn't there?
Deutsch is spouting shit. What? Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torture
I need
him,
to
to
go
be
turn my
honest.
air conditioner on.
But throwing some tears all day.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, how? Are you with us?
Okay, so they were talking about a plan to, oh, what did...
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Okay, so we learned a little bit of history there, and you can always check out the history they're trying to teach you about these people. This is the Avignon Pope. This is the Rome Pope, I think. And you can learn about the Habsburgs. So, I really appreciate that aspect of the game, even though I hardly ever take the time to read through those in detail. And we learned of the abduction of Wenceslas. So that's an event. Yeah, you can scroll to different things like the abduction, locations, general, and characters. We just looked at that. They'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, Henry? You're just down there playing with plants?
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to lure the wife away. Nice pile of manure. If she's just sitting here sewing next to. Alright, so I'll go ahead and tell her that her husband's making trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into it.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Okay, so she's gonna go and talk to her husband. In the meantime, that opens the door for us to have a little fun. And as you can see, before the cutscene played, we lost some reputation. That's just the game realizing what occurred during this cutscene, basically.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh.
So playing up between the
I'd like to see you
Czech-German
try.
tension that was occurring at this time in the Holy
What
Roman
are you
Empire.
doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fuck her! I'll make you pay for that.
Okay, so now we're gonna get to learn a little bit of unarmed combat. And I'm just basically spamming punch here.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
No kurwa!
Oh. Damn! Let's go!
Alright, now we're running away. Ironically, right next to a guard.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Now, one thing you can do in this game is you can sneak up behind somebody.
Hey, hey! What are you playing at here?
Unfortunately, I think I need at least some basic skill in
Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
But I think walking around crouched does give you stealth skills, so I may just do that a little bit. But anyway, if you were to use some stealth, I'm not sure, maybe it's the hardcore mode that's preventing me, but you can steal stuff from those guards if you know what you're doing. You might need some sort of strength or stealth or something. But this is the way my friends went along the fence here. Oh yeah, another guide, if you look online, there's like a cow randomly over here by itself. Yeah, and apparently you can just punch the cow and gain strength without any real consequence. Well, other than apparently it hits you back. Okay, well, I'll let the cow be for now. Not sure how far away from its home spot it can go. But maybe I'll punch this one. I think they just come back. Alright, let's see if the other one comes back. Okay, so I guess we can just punch these guys. Consequence free. Theoretically, we're getting strength and unarmed experience. So that's something. Let's see if it okay, we're at 96 health, so it does trivial damage back to you. Anyway, I'm not gonna just sit here and punch cows all day though. fun though it may be. Although you get a nice rhythm here. There's mint. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how many strikes you need to, like, gain a level. I'm actually kind of curious now that I've started the process. I don't think I've ever done this before, but hey, you know, if it's in an online guide, you gotta do it right. And we can get some herbs in the meantime. And sell. And if we stealth back here, we can maybe get some stealth experience. So I think the game triggers stealth on entities, not just humans. This does take a while, I'll admit. Well, there's just no way to have feedback about how this is going, other than just, you know, we're not dying. There it is. Okay, we got one unarmed perk there. I really want the strength perk though, honestly. When I said perk, I meant level. So unarmed, we're at 1. Warfare, we're almost at 1. And strength, we're also growing. So I think this is actually worth it. It gives you a little bit of a leg up in this early part of the game, and you'll be that much better off when you get past the prologue. You know, if you're really just trying to get through this as quick as possible, then I wouldn't recommend it, but it's coming along nicely. I think we just maybe get the strength and the warfare level, and then we'll move on. Where'd the other one go? Apparently you can knock the cows out too. I'm not sure about that. Oh, got me. Not sure how. Seriously, yeah, I've taken. Sorry, not. Okay, so that one I took 5. First time I took 4. The trick is letting them run away. I think we're very, very close to that level. Okay, there's warfare, and we'll have strength here in a second. Okay, so just gotta let him turn docile again. There's the strength, and we did get a perk on that one. So we'll go ahead and check that out. Gravedigger, carrying dead won't cost you any stamina, and only burden you half as much. Stronghold, blocking your opponent's strike with a shield costs you less. I'm gonna go to Gravedigger. I think that's just very useful. Oops. I saw somebody do a run of this game basically as a serial killer, and kind of vibes with me. I think I kind of play like that anyway. So, okay. So that's good. So, note to self, punch cow every time you walk by. Alright, so that is cow punching. Now, the next skill we gotta learn is stealth and thievery. Oops. Oh, and we need to learn combat too. Almost forgot. Okay, so we now have enough strength to knock this guy out. Problem is, there's people watching. So I'm not going to do that one. There's also a chance it could fail, which would basically result in going to jail and having a fine, and losing reputation as Scalus, which we don't want to do. Because it's very hard to get reputation as Scalus otherwise. And there's a perk, I think, of getting reputation in all the towns. Wormwood, okay. Our friend should be back here somewhere. Now we can, if somebody's isolated like this, we can knock them out. And this is probably a safe target. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the body. Now you never want to be seen picking up a body. We're just going to move it over to this more discreet location here. And we're going to loot it. And we're going to take everything. And we're going to sell it to the extent that we can. Now there might be some degree to which we can't sell it because it's going to be marked stolen. Like if I go to my inventory, all this is marked stolen. In fact, we might as well eat this bread. We can wear some of this stuff, you know. This has a higher value. And we can wear that stolen coif. And then Vulcan boots has higher value, yellow shirt, just slightly higher value. So I'll go ahead and do a costume change, but then we can sell Henry's legitimate clothes and make money that way. I'm sure I could punch the chickens, I'm not interested. But let's see, I'm kind of assuming maybe he lived here. Except we don't have a lockpick, so he doesn't live there. As I got his house key. Let's try here. Okay, we do. It is this house. Alright. So now we're trespassing. As you can see by the indication there. And we do have his locked key. Go ahead and take his money. So now we're getting into thievery. Straight up thievery, nothing fancy about it. And I was kind of hoping his wife would be home so I could knock her out and steal from her. But I don't see her in here, so we'll just take everything the conventional way here. Now this will become marked unstolen eventually. But in the meantime, at the very least, we can eat it. So I think we got everything from this house. Okay, so that was fun. So that's just one, pretty, I don't want to say foolproof method, but fairly good method of stealing.
Welcome, Henry.
And if you do that to a guard, you steal their armor, you see. The problem is their armor is heavy and it's unwieldy. Can I steal this axe? No. It seems unrealistic that I can't take that axe. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for other stuff to steal. I don't think there's anything back here. Alright. But now, if we go back to this field where he was at, I think he was right here. Oh, I moved him over here. Right. Okay, he's still out cold. He will wake up soon. Now, you can kill him. I'm not sure if I could do, I'm sure I could do it consequence-free, but I don't feel like it right now. Probably knock this guy out. She's kind of close. Adam becomes a important character later. But anyway, it's not a bad idea to walk around with stealth on. Generally speaking, it won't get you into immediate trouble, and it does raise your stealth level. When is that guy gonna wake up? I really got him out good.
God be with you, Henry.
And so if I do knock a guard out, it's usually I like to do this one. See, he is pretty isolated. But the problem is Adam's watching. Okay, that guy, did he finally get up? I think that guy finally got up. So I knocked Adam out, and then I knocked the guard out. That should be fairly foolproof. The problem is she's watching, so maybe I do all three. We're immediately going to drop her. And that way nobody notices. Okay, now I can knock him out. And I think I will loot him. Move him back to this secluded location where that guard can't see me. Now he is a player that we will encounter later, but I will absolutely take his stuff. We're just about maxed out on inventory. So yeah, those are all marked stolen. Now, before you do this guy, I'd recommend using your Savior Schnapps. You should have some from your chest inside. Now, this sells for 100, and that's a lot, and you can sell it, but I'm going to use it to steal from this guard. So get a quick save there, basically. Now wait for her to pass. Got two bodies in the field over here. And I really like the idea of maybe getting his bow. What is she doing there? Was she just standing? Alright. There's my buddies.
Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
Okay, we have succeeded. Okay, so let's move his body. Now that Gravedigger perk, very useful right about now. So, you know, this is something people do. We just like to have... This is a fairly consequence-free zone, so you can experiment and have some fun, build up your skills. I did just get a stealth perk there. So I'm going to take all from him. And now, as you can see, there's a little symbol, and we're over encumbered. But if I go sell some stuff, I might be able to get that mostly down. So we're just gonna kind of slowly but surely walk over to the market and sell some stuff. Oh, and I should have looted her. Now that the other two are out, well, I guess he's back in the field, so I probably want to do that. He's working the field now in his underwear, so that's kind of fun. A little continuity of your criminal acts. And we gotta check, I got another door key, so theoretically I could loot somebody else's house now.
God be with you, Henry.
But you can't really do that back here in the town square because people will catch you if you do it here. And unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to sell most of what we have so far. And that's going to be the shop guard, yeah, okay. Here's the actual trader.
God's blessings.
Same kind of look as my mom. So, what we're going to want to do is sell everything that we can. So we'll sell that. And they have 80. Sell those. And I'm wearing that. I'll sell that. And let's sell all the apples now that we have stolen apples we can eat. And we'll sell that. Move closer. Hang on to that. That's a healing potion. That's essentially a healing potion. Alright, we'll sell that. Almost all of those. Sell pretty much all of those. Those. Let's take it back to the camera. Okay. So we got 33 bucks that we're getting, and we're very close to getting unencumbered there. So we'll go ahead and haggle. See if I can get that up to 35.
I'd like to discuss the
Naturally.
I'm gonna shoot for 36.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little
Okay, so we'll end up with 35.
All right, so.
Okay, so we've sold a bunch of stuff. We can now think about what of that armor, which ones we're gonna wear. Some of this will turn unstolen, like I said, eventually. I'm gonna put that coif on there. I'll switch to the ready ones. Those are a lot more expensive than the brown hose I was wearing. I'll throw the hat on. I mean, should I wear this too? That's so funny. And I guess I should put this on. I now am wearing the uniform of a town guard, and I'll let's use the felt. And we'll equip the bow. I am now dressed up pretty much exactly like a town guard. Now I will say that nobody seems to notice or care. And I will say that that should be something they address.
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions. Come get
Alright,
them.
let's talk. That's the grocery. Okay. So now, let's go do our practice. Hello.
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful and functional.
Actually, you know what I could do? Let me run home, and we'll put our stuff in our box, which we will have access to later in the game. Our dad is probably like, what the fuck is taking so long? And I don't have the heart to tell him I was punching cows and getting minuscule, minimally valuable herbs from the ground. But I do have his pommel to his sword. I didn't tell him I was training to be a member of the Skalitz City Guard. Sage up here, don't we? I must have missed this on the way in. There we go, we got another herbalism level. Yeah, now we're getting really effective radii herb collection. There's mother. I've never tried to steal from my mom. I doubt the game will let me. Okay, so I'm just gonna put back like 20 or 30 pounds worth of stuff. Let's one of those away. Let's see how much. Let's sort by weight. Alright, actually I want to wear those. I'll put that away. Those. Sell that. Weapon wise, put that away. Hang on to one of the daggers. We may need to use it. I'll put that away. Okay. And I'll put the torch. I'm not gonna need the torch for that. Okay, so that should be good enough. Now we're unencumbered. So let's go do our swordplay training. And just out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if I can knock out my dad. I doubt it. I doubt the game will let me. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to let me. Yeah, that's not letting me do that. Okay. So that's what I thought. I'll give you a minute to appreciate this animation. Oh, never mind. Alright, here we go. So this is how the game animates this. Alright, so fairly decent. Not perfect. But for an indie studio of like 20 people, pretty awesome. Alright, here's the sheep. Okay, here's the dude.
So, we can. Good. Very well. Let's start with the basics.
There's
Keep
5
moving.
points. There's
Your life
upper
depends
left,
on
bottom left, upper right, bottom right, and up middle.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides.
Yeah, in normal mode,
Unpredictability is the key.
it shows you which
Never
direction
repeat yourself.
on a little UI thing.
Very good. Good. Once again. Not bad. Not bad. Again.
Yeah, you can abuse this thing too by
The point of
getting
the
a whole
blade
bunch
is
of
for stabbing.
free experience.
Try it a few times. Now you're getting it. Good. Once again. Nice. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Alright, so here's where you can abuse this. By just doing a single strike, you can get basically free infinite strikes. And thus train up your sword play and stuff like that that way, including your strength too. He won't hit back, he just lets you use that. As long as you don't do a chain, you don't advance. So there was one chain.
Not bad.
And there's two. Especially if you keep doing the stab. You just keep getting sword experience.
Nice.
But if you do it too fast like that, then you get the chains. Okay, so anyway, we got some experience there.
I don't know about you.
And if you go to your skills, you can see, or in combat, we just about leveled in sword. So, you know, you can definitely use that to level up your sword once or twice. Okay, now that that's done, we'll go over and meet our friends behind the house over here. It does take a while for those things to lose their stolen status. It would be nice, I'm sure this is asking way too much, but it would be kind of cool if the game recognized that you had stolen, that you're wearing a stolen outfit. Now this guard seems to have recovered his outfit, I have to say. Now where are my buddies? Should be over here. Go ahead and wash up real quick. Here's another cutscene.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
God save you, Henry.
I'm just putting my hair up in a knot. Okay, let me talk to Fritz here.
Anyway, nice job at the... Anyway.
They just keep repeating.
Anyway.
That's a bit of a bug, I guess. Okay, so next we have to get the axe and things from Kunish here. There's St. John's wort there in the field. Looks like maybe some herbs over here. Valerian. Sounds like something George R. R. Martin would write. know. Let's get, I think I saw some more St. John's wort up the hill. So we'll get some of that. Definitely go ahead and grab this sage as well. I think the St. John's wort might sell for 2. Whereas the sage sells for 3 and everything else for 1. Gotta be careful here though, because I've got a decently full inventory now, so the herbs can actually put me over. Okay, so that's probably good enough. Alright, let's go talk to Kunish. Ah, shit. We overdid it just slightly, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, we can eat. Perfect. Actually, those cabbages are kind of heavy. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say.
What do you want?
My
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy ass.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard.
Alright, so let's try intimidation.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Been a pleasure.
I got another unarmed here. And we're pretty decently talented at this now. Hope you got us good there.
This won't take long.
And you'd think these gauntlets would help me. Oh boy, got me there. Okay. Probably should pay attention.
Boha yeho.
That's an untranslated bit. Ow, in the face. Got me good there.
Take that! Oh dear, did that hurt? You'll die for that.
Okay, we got an
I'm
agility
over
point,
here.
that's nice.
Sod!
Okay. We lost our fight. I don't think I've ever lost that fight before.
Your old man can fuck off.
Okay, but that's not a bad thing because
Shit, what's this? Ow!
Get going then. But leave that weapon right where it is.
So be it.
Okay, so apparently we get his weapon. No, I don't see it in my inventory. Not sure. I guess I will take that axe. But I think there's more to this that I can deal with. Let me just go ahead and have my mom patch me up real quick. I mean, the game practically assumes you're going to lose that fight.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Okay, so we got patched up. And oh, that's still marked stolen. Saw that. I can sell some of our herbs, so let's go do that real quick. And then what I'll do is I'll go see about getting a lockpick from my bros. Also, I think I also can sell Kanish's axe.
Henry and Black.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Hello. All still marked stolen. Not sure how much time really passes during this part of the game, if any. But let's go ahead and just sell all that. So as you can see, just from my shenanigans, I have 150 bucks, all the charcoal I need. And I'm not even done yet. Let me find Fritz and them. This is the tavern. Just random upstairs that has nothing in it, okay.
Vegetables, fruit, apples.
Mixed goods. Handy implements. The
Come
machine
get 'em.
Well, I don't know where my friends went. Are they still just back here? So what I'd like to do is get a... And he's all naked, lost his stuff. Oh, I gotta figure out which house this is. I should really be checking on that. Is it this one?
Kettles and water.
Who are you? Have you lost something? Hey, who's there?
I want to steal his key. Well, he's not looking good.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, I want to knock you out, bro. Got me. Oh boy, we got the guards coming. We got the guards coming. Run away. Can I just run away? Oh boy, we've got a loot thing on our guy. Okay, he's kicking our ass. This is not good. Oh boy, we're really close to getting punched out here. Okay, we got knocked out. I've never had this happen before. I'll be curious to see what the consequences are. Okay, we didn't seem to lose anything. Is this... Yeah, this... Let's have the marigold concoction now. And... we're overnourished now. Well, that did not go well, I gotta be honest. Let's see if I go over to reputation, although decent, I have this coin, which means that there's a bounty on me. And that means if a soldier does happen to apprehend me, they will take my stolen goods, which is quite a lot right now. Now that thing does go away with time, but I think it's best for the time being that I avoid soldiers quite persistently. And we've got 13 health. I think that's going to keep going up with that marigold concoction. And then, yeah, I feel like William Wallace walking back into town after the altercation with the guys. Can I use one of these? No. I'm washed up at least. So we do have the key to this house. Okay, we can't sleep right now. I've already looted this house. Okay, let's try this house. See, we have another key to one of these houses. It's just a question of which one. See, and I don't want to go by this soldier.
What's that?
You there! Stop!
Okay, he's chasing me.
Stop right where you are! Don't move a finger! Hey! You! Halt! You there! Stop!
Surrender!
Here! Don't let him get away!
God!
This is not good. This is not good, guys. Okay. Wow, we died. Okay. So we're gonna have to continue from the point where we were stealing from that one guard. That's fine. I definitely took things too far. that time that didn't even go well. Alright, so we'll load this again. And try to get back to where we were. And this is one of the reasons why this game makes you... there we go. Makes you use items to save, because it doesn't want you to just kind of abuse the system too much. Obviously, if we use an expensive item like a savior schnapps to, save scum, it discourages it. But we used it strategically there, and we'll use it here to get this guy over here. Now we don't have any reputational problems, and we can just, I kind of want to kill him. Well, he's dead now. Let's just take all this stuff. I'll leave those. Leave that. Alright. So repeating kind of what we did last time here. Just gonna put on some of that stuff. And let's see, we can do 3 apples and 1 cabbage. Okay, so now we'll go sell. Try this again. Now this guy should be permanently gone. Now he's going to report that body, but there's not going to be any evidence linking it to me. So my career of serial killing has begun. Okay. Nice chuckle out of that one. Now I do want to find that other guy's house.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
It's excruciating walking with being overburdened. But I think it's worth it for the money.
Welcome, Henry.
What do you want?
Okay, so this is as if we haven't traded at all. Will you buy? I'm just curious if she'll buy that.
I reckon what you're trying to sell me is stolen. As long as we can both agree on the...
Okay, so she will buy it for less.
I'll go for that.
Alright. So we can sell stolen items. Just for a lot less than they're worth. So let's do the non-stolen items first. Okay, so that's 41, and I think I'll haggle, but I'll do a reverse haggle to gain some reputation.
Naturally.
So instead of paying 41.8, I'm gonna offer her 40. I'll let her pay me 40.
This,
Well
It's a
now,
little
thank
tip.
you very...
So theoretically, we get a little bit of reputation, that kind of thing. Now, let me try selling a couple of stolen things. 1, 2. There's 2 axes, 1 dagger. That.
This stinks to high heaven of stolen good. How much do you have in mind?
Okay, she'll buy it, but she won't pay much. Let's go with that.
Here.
Well now, thank...
Okay, so she'll take my stolen goods just fine. Okay, and then we don't have to even go home. Okay, so now we'll go do the dialogue with our buddies and fight Kunish. I'm thinking maybe let him win again. Because I'm used to winning that fight, and I often resolve things just very easily that way. But I want to maybe resolve it a different way.
We sorted that Deutsch out. True. Good point. Anyway.
Guess we'll grab some of these herbs. I'll maybe not do as extensive as I did last time. It's just not worth it for money and stuff. Since I could sell the stolen goods, it kind of makes up for it anyway. But let's at least get some of this sage. Maybe a little bit of the St. John's wort that's worth twice. Something else. Now, I think I did the fight stuff. Let me just check, because I got really close to a sword skill. Okay, we haven't done the fight training. I have to redo that. Sadly. Okay, so we'll just go redo that real quick. Good enough on the herbs. Let's move on. Oh, we'll get big batch through this if we harvest it right in the middle. Okay, that's good enough. So we'll come back to deal with Kunish. I have to go do this fight real quick. See, now, in the main traditional way of playing this game, you do get a health bar, and you get more precise map info, and you get a stamina bar, and all this stuff, right? So, in this one, we don't get any of that. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
So, we can't.
Alright, let's do this as quick as possible.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. All right. Now you're getting it. Very good. Nice. Good. Once again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Okay, we're gonna do stabbing. 1,
Good.
2,
Once again. All right.
3.
Now you're getting it.
Now we're gonna do the chain attacks.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
So we'll do a little bit of sword play abuse here. Maybe just enough to get 1 level in sword. kind of freelance attacking, not really trying anything. I think I actually hit him there. Because he doesn't even attack back. And we should have a level 1 sword here. There we go. We'll go ahead and do the chains.
Now you're getting it. Fine.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay.
That's enough.
So that completes that quest. Now we'll go do the Kunish fight.
God be with you. You know you...
I told you I have no...
Let me try the speech method here.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
Okay, so that one we don't get an unarmed fight, but it says we have to get the axe, hammer, and nails another way, so... Oh, did they discover the dead body? I think they discovered the dead body. Yep, they discovered the dead body. But there's no evidence linking it to me.
Fuck. You're turning nasty around here.
That's funny.
Where did that murderer get to?
Oh, that gives me so much joy. Okay, well... Where did my friends go? That's Kunish. I guess they're still over here. Okay, so we'll talk to them. And I need Fritz to help me out here.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsche.
Yeah. Okay, now they can clear off. Okay, well... One thing I could do is knock him out. See, I don't think they'll talk to me until they get to their destination. And I still have one house key. I don't know which one it goes to. I doubt it's this one. This is the trader. Yeah. I guess maybe let's try these houses. Alright, well, let's see what's in here. Yeah, we don't have a key to this one, although it's open. Yeah, no lockpick. Okay, so it's not that house. Let's go over here. I just get the feeling it's on this side of town, you know? Like towards this gate.
If you're up to no good, you'd better think twice.
Go ahead and knock Jane out here. Okay, but I think this is the house where we already have the key to. Because that I can unlock that without looting her body, so... Just to be clear... Let's take the headscarf. And then... Let me move a couple... Give you a couple cabbages in exchange to keep my weight down. And let's see what else we can steal. Don't really need any other food. Let's just see if there's anything valuable in this trunk. I'll take that money for sure. Okay. Alright, so that's fun.
Good day, Henry.
Alright, now we need to find Fritz. There, is that Fritz? It is.
Welcome.
Matthias.
You know how it is.
Okay, well I need to find Fritz in a place where I can talk to him, because I need 99% sure he would give me a lockpick to steal from Kunish. Otherwise, my other plan would be, let's knock Kunish out, steal his stuff that way. It's very interesting to see Fritz over here doing an honest day's work. Okay, so are the guards still in the tizzy over there? Looks like it. I'm tempted to rinse and repeat here, but probably won't do that. He does have chainmail though. Okay, so there's Adam, here's Matthew, and Fritz. And once Fritz starts working well, he talked to me. He will not. Alright. So I guess we'll go with plan B. I'm just gonna knock out Kunish. If the coast is clear.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, we have to do this fight after all. Nice. Oh, he got me. You know, for a fat drunk guy, he's pretty agile. Oh, got me there. Ow. Got me there. Ow, got me there. Oh god. It's not going so well. Well, we got the agility point. But we got knocked out. And we're gonna come to. Okay, this time I did knock him out, ironically, after getting my ass kicked. I'll drop that body real quick. I feel like killing him too. But he's too main of a character to kill, okay. Let's maybe grab those ants. Okay, so now we've got his stuff. Alright, let's go get patched up real quick. Is this Mom?
Ma?
Go get that dialogue.
There you are. You ought.
Thanks, Ma.
Alright, good as new. Very nice. Okay, so. Got Goodish's stuff. And now we just need to get into his house. Which. Oh, it's over here, right? I should walk him into the town square like this. Okay, it won't let me kill him. So I guess I'll just steal from his messy ass house. Actually, I will take everything. We're over encumbered, but that's fine. I'll put it somewhere, but I want him to walk around in his shame and humiliation. Okay, let's go in here. Here's his chest, okay. Okay, there we go. And his axe should be there. Okay, so now we just need to get the ale. Got the charcoal. We need the ale and head back to Father. Let me go pawn some more stuff real quick.
Some change for you. Mixed goods, handy implements, and machines of every kind. My God.
My God, have you been assaulted? I love that. Alright, let's so much to those. And give him a small tip as well.
Do something about
Get the reputation managed.
Here.
My word.
Okay. So we've got 192 bucks. That's really quite good. He's basically got a set of armor from a guard. So now what we're going to do is get the ale from Bianca.
God save my lovely. You're beautiful.
Okay, we'll do some small talk. And we can buy Tavern Life, for example, but we can buy that later. Which gives you experience in drinking, I think. And we can buy food and stuff too.
So what are...
Alright, let's get a picture of
Need
Father.
A picture...
Aye.
God be with
Okay, so we got that.
you. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today.
Out of the question.
I'm
gonna pay her back this evening, allegedly.
You too.
Vanya,
I suppose.
he promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special.
Is that so?
Your favorite.
She's giving me another bottle of
Savior
Savior Schnapps, which
Really?
I could have just bought for 200, but I get it for free.
You bet I will.
We got 5 of them, which is super nice. So it's like her giving... I mean, I know it makes sense from a gameplay standpoint, but from a money standpoint, she basically just gave me the equivalent of 500 to 1,000 groschen, which is a heck of a lot of money. Okay, so now we'll do... I'm inclined to put most of the stolen items away real quick before I see Father, but bear in mind, oh shit, we've got a bounty. I don't know if it's from stealing some Kunish or what, but that's okay, that'll go away. I don't think we're going to have any encounters with guards that will trigger any problem with that. Let's just put all this stuff in here. Actually, I think we may need to have some of that stuff on us. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, let's go see Father while the ale is nice and cool. Get some of this sage real quick while we have a chance. One thing I'm going to do real quick before we do the next scene is I'm going to tell... Well, I'll go ahead and talk to him, but I'm going to add a dot on my screen for the reticule, which is a little center place, because I don't have my aim calibrated to do that without the reticule.
Yeah, about time.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done.
Vaseline.
Right.
Paper combo.
Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
I'm excited to see that there's blacksmithing in the sequel game.
Do it.
I like how he's not wearing gloves.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Also, I like how the metal is instantaneously cooled there.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you alright?
Okay. It's right about here where you're basically at the point of no return in terms of progressing the story out of the prologue, or at least beginning to. Did I already grab them? I really do wish I could have gotten the lockpick. I think there's a way to do that.
Is everything all? Goodbye.
I think it's something to do with Fritz, but I just don't know how to do it.
What's the matter?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there.
So Henry's got a little crush on Bianca. But he likes nice ass.
Fine lass, eh?
Well,
now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sassa.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Very limited set of heraldry there on the field. The main one, though, is the pale red with the white eagle. That's the insignia of Hungary, I believe. I like how these people are just sitting there waiting for the arrows to fall near them.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, grab anything else important from the truck. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Isaac. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
That didn't work so well. Well, at least I don't feel so bad about murdering the guard now.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move in, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Keep
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
I also like how they change him back to his default clothing. Oh, right in the back. That kind of sucks. Not going to lie. This asshole.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to town, Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Okay, so that ends the first part of the prologue. There's a secondary part that we're going to do real quick as well. And we do get a save here. And just real quick, we're good on that. We do have this sword, but we can't really use it. We can use the falcon, but I'm gonna pull out my bow. Okay, we didn't equip a thing. Let me start this one over. Let's see, 2. Okay, well. I think I got a save in at that point. And I need to equip my arrows. And do this faster. Oh shit. Are you kidding me? I'm all the way back here again? Sucks. How did I not get a save on that? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna stop the live stream. I guess I didn't have a save queued up. That sucks. I don't know why it wouldn't save at that juncture. I thought it used to. I mean, I guess they did give me 5 schnapps, whatever. Okay, well, we can do this real fast. There we go. I'm just gonna do this here. I don't really see a point of not. Okay, so the couple things we gotta do. Oh, that guard is totally gonna see. Well, at least we are out of the way by the time he gets there. I mean, it is funny. I will say that. It is funny. We'll just skip those cutscenes, though. That'll save a heck of a lot of time. We know where the house we have the key to is now, too. And we know we can just sell stolen goods, too. So we'll do that. So I guess I'll have to use the savior steps. What's that point here? I mean, the other thing I could do is just speed things along by stealing another guy's outfit. That should be good. And then on weapons.
Welcome, Henry.
Good health to you, Henry.
I like how there's 2 shop guards.
What do you want from me?
Take care.
Rid of the non-stolens first. Go ahead and tip her.
Sure.
Here.
Thank.
Okay, now we'll sell all the stolen stuff. At least enough to get pretty close to what she had. She has 30 left. Let's try that.
Seems as long as we can.
So I'm trying to sell 60. Give her a little tip on that.
This?
My word.
Okay, very good. Now, and we're still overloaded, damn. Okay, let me try selling over to this guy.
Thanks. Here is your change.
Will he buy stolen goods?
Greetings.
How's this? Why is it so different this time? Must be, maybe it's my food. Oh yeah, I think I ate some. Alright, let's sell that and that. And that. I'll just sell that. See what.
That's stolen. What are you?
Okay, he won't do it at all. Fair enough.
Rakes, spades, forks, and axes. All you need to tame Mother
We don't have the key to that one, but we do have the key to the neighboring one. Alright, so I guess for to not be encumbered, let's eat a cabbage and maybe a carrot or two. Okay. Oh, we're still encumbered. Okay, this is the one we can steal from, and we'll just take the money.
What in the...
These keys don't weigh anything. I will take the headscarf again.
What in the... Looking for something around here?
Well, I'm concerned. I seem to have gotten away with it, okay.
Hey. You want something from me, do you?
Gonna knock her out too. Yeah, people snooping around after all. See if she's got anything interesting on her. $14, we'll take that. Hell yeah. And then I think I've got the key to this one right here.
How are you,
I
Henry?
just literally knocked out your wife.
Are you looking for someone?
So I can lure you to come in here. Knock out. Drop that body. Well, I mean, this is a lot of fun, though. And I mean, I kind of, part of me is tempted to murder the whole town, but I'll settle for looting. Take the dried fruit, that stays good for a long time. Let's see. Maybe the shirt. Okay. Another $15, so we're actually doing even better on money because we managed to loot this other place too. I am still kind of looking for lockpicks. But the reality is, if we keep knocking people out and taking their keys, I don't really need lockpicks, turns out. Okay, so we did that one, we did this one. Still need to do this fight again. So we did these two houses, and then we did this house. I don't know, but I'm kind of tempted to go try to do the next one over.
What? What?
Yeah, they woke up a lot faster than some of my other victims. Alright, can we do this house? I mean, who even knows who's in here? I mean, I don't know who lives here. whatever. Well, I guess what I could do is run up to my house, store a bunch of stuff, do the sword fight, do the Kunish stuff, and then resume. The only reason I'm still recording and not rage quitting is because I'm having such a good time just doing this kind of intramural stuff. I kind of want to steal from their house. Let's see, is there any realistic way I could do that? Who are you? What can we do with you? Let's see.
What happened to you?
I can't really get behind her. Okay, so I don't know if I can get behind any of these people to steal their keys, but let's give it a shot.
If you're up to no good, you'd better think twice.
Definitely up to no good. There's no other way to say it. So, lush fields there. Is he home by any chance? He is. Sweet.
Hey, Henry's got bellyache, have you? Are you looking for me?
Yes. I need you to step over here real quick.
What's the matter with you?
There we go.
Are you quite well? Can I do anything to help?
Okay, and he's knocked out. Which is great. I'm excited to steal from him. I'm not really sure what this entails in terms of goodies. I don't know if we can I kill him? Probably could. Tell you what, let's give it a shot. That's what you get for speaking treason against the king. Alright, let's get all this stuff. Gold ring, I like that. That's nice. Actually, there's a lot of good stuff here. I should have started here. Steal all of that. And let's take from here. And check your kitchen out. If your wife comes home, I'll kill her too. That's fine. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and take all those. That's nice. I don't think I've ever robbed from this guy before in this. Alright. The question is, can I kill the wife? Probably not. But, I guess we'll see. She's completely oblivious. I mean, I could go for a headshot with an arrow. Knock her out. I can maybe manage it. She's moving along. I could maybe go get her in her house. Looks pretty viable. Actually, it looks like this guy's going there too. The problem is she can see it.
God save you, Henry.
Is there like an invisible wall here? What's the deal? It just doesn't want to let me go up these steps, I guess. There we go. Okay, they're eating together. You'd think one of them might come and chastise me for snooping around their house. I don't think these fellas have too much.
What in a... It came from over here.
No. I can get you isolated in this room. would be ideal.
Well, I never. Why are you doing it? Hey!
Let's see if I can get him to come into this room. Yeah, he's not very smart, apparently.
Hey!
Alright, well, I'm gonna give up on that. I do kind of want to murder her. It's kind of risky. Okay, actually... Now that he's gone, I'm gonna go ahead and resume what I was about to do earlier. Nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and murder her. I mean, look, they're all gonna die anyway in this attack. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, we definitely need to go get our stuff in our put it in our trunk. Yeah, and that's all the valuables they have. Not sure what that other guy's loop is, but he's not gonna have it. Oh, we're getting bounties, which is concerning. I have to avoid the guards now. Okay, we basically have to do a headshot.
Over here, help! Everyone here, quick!
Yeah, we can't use the bow, really.
You stop right where you are. Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law breaking.
You'll get what for.
It's not gonna go well. Yeah, okay. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll stop the stream. I'll replay a lot of this up until the point of the flight from Skalitz, and we'll pick it up there next time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll pick it up here on Kingdom Come Deliverance.